Hello, Western Oregon sports fans, and welcome to this edition of Wolves Weekly. We'll be recapping the soccer season today with head coach Steve Ancheta. How are you doing today, Steve?
I'm doing great. Good to be here.
Good. Coming off a win in your final game against St. Martin's. Nice to see it. And you guys won 1-0 in that game. Senior day for 7 women. But at the same time, I think the 1-0 can kind of be almost indicative of the year. You guys played a lot of close matches this season.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good battle out there, and St. Martin's played a great second half and gave us everything we could handle. And I was happy for everybody overall in our team and seniors to be senior day and have a great victory.
And that goal actually came there from Katrina Kem, another senior on your team. Nice to see her get a little token effort there. It's nice.
There's no question about that. She got some minutes right in there, and she scored right away. And that just hopefully capped off her career here. So.
Well, on that same note, with that win by the Wolves, they finished the season at 6-8-4, 5-6-3 in the GNAC, in 5th place, and that's the most wins the Wolves have had in conference play since 2005.
Well, we're excited about the whole season, and we thought we've made some great strides for our future, and we battled in every game, and it shows in our record.
You guys started the year off. Well, let's talk a little bit about the season right here. You guys started off the season, tough road trip, going down to the Bay Area, played a couple teams there, played pretty good, and got your first win on the road at Notre Dame Dana Moore.
Yeah, I mean, we played 3 tough teams down there in that CCA, the conference in California, and lost one tough one in double overtime to San Francisco, and came back 2 nights later to beat Notre Dame 1-0 in a very hot, intense game. And so the preseason started off fairly well for us.
Fantastic. And then you guys had another game, I believe, is at home against Concordia before you guys started your season out.
Yeah, Concordia. I mean, they're highly ranked all year in the nation. I think they're 5th right now still in America. And even though it's an NAIA team, they're very good. And it was a double overtime 0-0 battle, and a good effort for us going into the league.
And then you guys, as you mentioned right there, you go into the league. You guys play your final 14 games of the season against conference opponents.
Yeah, I mean, it's my first year in the conference, so it was interesting to just get out there, get my feet wet as coaching in this conference and seeing how we're going to match up. And right away, the first weekend, we got a win and a tie, and especially a double overtime against Montana, which is where they made the playoffs last year. So a very good team.
Fantastic. And like you said, you did get some very, very good road wins, some wins on the road, which I think those might go. I know you only get 3 points regardless if it's road or home, but those ones might mean a little bit more that you guys were able to go out and play so well on the road.
Well, I thought, we're in that learning process of how to win either at home or on the road, and it's very difficult to win on the road. And we played some good games on the road, even though we lost a couple tough ones too that we were in. But it's good to see us play well at home and on the road. So.
Well, we want to just make sure, it's your first year. These players have been around, some of them for a while, and just want to make sure we mention quickly some of those seniors that we had out there right there. We had Brittany Rigtrip, Monique Tees, Katrina Kem. We also had over there Sierra Peterson, Anna Edmonds, and of course I blank on 2 really quickly right there.
Yeah, you're with Kristen Sagami and
Lauren Vieira.
I
forget it because those two were actually juniors that are graduating this year. I've stared at the senior names in the thing the whole time, but then of course I forget really quick there. But
yeah, no, it's a great group of ladies, and again, was hoping a couple of those guys that still have maybe a year of eligibility would maybe sneak back for one more year, but they're going to graduate on time this spring, so that's how they look, kind of like a junior senior. But I'm glad they all went out on a victory, and it's nice to go out that way.
And we just want to talk about a couple other things that are a little bit of postseason honors on there. Your team had 5 individuals or GNAC all academic honors, meaning they had to play they had to have had a 3.2 GPA, and they had to have played in over half the matches on the season. So 3 of them actually returned to the all GNAC team for the 2nd year in a row. Macy Bothman, Chelsea Okuma, and Kimberly Whitmer were all on there for a 2nd time, while Danielle Hayward and Rebecca Hoyland joined the team for the first time this season.
Well, academically is what we're here for. We're here to get good grades and for these guys to graduate. And, the secondary part is being an athlete. So I want that list to get a bit bigger. I've only been here, 8 months, and so I'm pushing my team and my ladies to get that list to be a lot bigger. But I'm so excited for that group to showcase our talents off the field.
Talk about a bigger list right now. the GNAC All Conference team came out today, and it was headlined by Lindsey Bauman for Western Oregon anyway. She was first team, unanimous selection on the first team, and the GNAC Newcomer of the Year.
Well, I mean, I knew I was excited to get her to sign last year coming out of junior college, and I knew what I kind of had coming here, and she showed it all year overall. She really was our little engine, and she helped us all over the park, and I'm excited for her. You know, especially Newcomer of the Year for a league that's very talented with soccer players, and so we look forward to seeing her again next year.
And I do want to mention there was 2 other seniors on this team that were honorable mention all conference, Monique Tees and Brittany Rigtrip, but you also have 3 that will be returning next year as well. Marina Austin, along with Kimberly Whitmer and Joellen De Leon.
Well, I mean, the 2 seniors, we're going to miss them. You know, my center back and my goalkeeper played all the minutes this year, and those are always hard to replace. You know, my other 2, I got a freshman in there, Joellen, played a lot of minutes for a freshman and played really well. And Kim had a great year overall. Didn't score as many goals as she wanted, but she played some good minutes for us. And Marina gets on the team, and she deserves it overall. But she missed the second half of the season, so it would have been maybe to see her another 7 games. That would have been great to see, and maybe she would have maybe even got higher if the league would have saw that too.
Well, fantastic. Well, at the same note there, you guys have built up some, don't want to say expectations because nobody wants to have it that way, but there's certainly a lot of hype going on, and just it was very enjoyable watching you guys play this year. And as we came in with a lot of 1-0 games, feel that you guys were always right in a lot of the matches.
Well, again, we're setting some standards, you know, and for the future, and hopefully keep moving in the right direction. But it's going to take time, and you know, we're looking forward to bringing in some new recruits to the group we already have, and because we have a solid core coming back, and you know, we look forward to next fall.
Well, fantastic. Well, Steve, thank you very much. Thanks for joining us all year on this Wolves Weekly, especially for giving the fans just a little bit of insight into the Western Oregon soccer program. We look forward to you and the rest of the team in the future.